Hello YouTube, I am Durgesh. Today I am going to show you how to subnet a large network into a set of small networks. First of all, let's see what is subnetting. Subnetting is nothing but dividing a large network into smaller networks. And advantages of subnetting are it allows us to divide a large network into smaller networks. Because of subnetting, we can restrict the broadcast traffic, which helps in improving bandwidth utilization and saves our network from congestion. Subnetting enhances security because we can keep the minimum number of IP addresses open. And lastly, administration is made easy with the subnetting. Now let's see how to calculate the subnet. First, determine the number of required hosts per subnet. Then determine the number of required subnets. Based on the above requirements, we need to determine the following things. First is class of the network. If we want more number of networks, then we may go with class C, and if we want more number of hosts, we may go with class A. Then determine a unique subnet ID for each of the physical segments. And lastly, a range of host IDs for each of the physical segments. Let's see some formulas. First is number of subnets. It can be calculated as 2 raised to x, wherein x is the number of bits borrowed from the host part. Next is number of hosts per subnet. It can be calculated as 2 raised to y, wherein y is the number of bits taken for the host part. Next is block size. Block size is the size of each of the subnets. It can be calculated by subtracting the mask from it, wherein mask is the decimal number we calculate after borrowing the bits from host part. Let's see an example. Suppose there are 200 hosts and number of subnets required are 4. We need to have 50 devices per subnet, that is 200 divided by 4, which is equal to 50. For this example, we are going to use class C. Class C uses 24 network bits by default. Here, number of bits required to create 4 subnets is 2, that is x is equal to 2. Therefore, 2 bits will be borrowed from the host part. Number of bits remain in the host part is 32 minus 24 plus 2, which is equal to 6. That is y is equal to 6. Why 24 plus 2? Because class C uses 24 bits by default for network part. Now calculate number of hosts per subnet. It can be calculated by the formula 2 raised to y minus 2, which is equal to 2 raised to 6 minus 2 is equal to 62. Block size. Here, blue bits are used for network part and red bits are used for host part. Observe that 2 bits are borrowed from host part. And decimal equivalent of that octet is 192. Thus, block size is equal to 256 minus 192, which is equal to 64. And the subnet mask is 255.255.255.192. Now let's calculate subnets. Write down 0, add 64 to it. Repeat the same until you don't get 256 by addition. Don't include 256 in the subnet. Thus, subnets are 0, 64, 128 and 192. Finally, calculate the valid subnet IDs, broadcast IDs and valid IP addresses. First subnet is 192.168.0.0. Valid IP address range is 192.168.0.1 to 192.168.0.62. Broadcast ID is 192.168.0.63. Second subnet is 192.168.0.64. Valid IP address range is 192.168.0.65 to 192.168.0.126. Broadcast ID is 192.168.0.127. Third subnet is 192.168.0.128. Valid IP address range is 192.168.0.129 to 192.168.0.190. Broadcast ID is 192.168.0.191. Fourth subnet is 192.168.0.192. Valid IP address range is 192.168.0.193 to 192.168.0.254. Broadcast ID is 192.168.0.255. I hope you would have liked this video. Please like, share and comment on this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel as I am going to upload more such videos very soon. For any queries, you can send me a direct message on my Instagram account @dtclass. See you in the next video. Until then, take care, goodbye, and thank you.